Being a hybrid athlete is one of the best ways to be the most optimized human being. When you train like a hybrid athlete, you are a freaking machine. However, there are a few misconceptions about hybrid athlete training on the internet, and I'm sure you've fallen for some of these. My goal today is to debunk some of these myths and actually show you how anybody can be training like a hybrid athlete and how you don't need to be spending 3+ hours in the gym every single day. Let me start off by bringing you through one of my workouts real quick, and then everything will make sense. Any good workout would need a great pre-workout. And let me tell you, this stuff here is probably the best hybrid athlete pre-workout because it has all your mental stuff, everything to get you going, and then it has 8 vasodilators. So like there's pump ingredients, things that are gonna help get oxygen to the muscles. Another thing that it has is a bunch of performance ingredients as well, because we know when you're training like a hybrid athlete, you're gonna be kicking butt and you're gonna be putting in the work. So anyway, let's get to work today. Sour watermelon, so freaking good. I like to always plan out my workouts. I like to know what I'm doing so I can perform them with absolute perfection. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Alright, so I'm going to actually show you my workout. So today is going to be back day followed by a 5-mile run. And I am going to spend about 30 minutes actually lifting and then another 45 minutes running. Right now, running is my main goal. So that's why I'm prioritizing that over lifting. However, I still want to get my lifts in and whatnot. But let me show you the workout real quick. Got my nice CrossFit whiteboard up here. So we got deadlifts. I'm gonna do being bent over rows. And we're doing shrugs, pull-ups. And then if I have time for anything else, I'll go ahead and add that. However, those are the 4 main lifts that I want to do. I'll explain why I'm doing those 4 lifts throughout the workout. But yeah, I'll hop into that. And after we do that, we're going to go for the 5-mile run. So my run is going to be at about a 9-minute per mile pace. So this will be about 45 minutes when it's all said and done. So my whole workout will be about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Many people that are on YouTube make you think that you need to be having 2 workouts a day that are each an hour and a half or so long, which is totally false. The average person, the guy who works 40 hours a week, has a family, has other stuff going on, cannot do that. So I would say typically my workouts are about an hour and 15 minutes. I used to do the whole 2-a-days and it just doesn't cut it. You can't maintain that. Is it great? Is it awesome? Was I in the best shape of my life? Of course I was. But once again, this is not for the average Joe. Anyone can be a hybrid athlete. However, you have to prioritize your goals where you want to be. So right now, I did say that running is my main goal. So you're going to be like, oh, Austin, you need to put on some size. You're looking small. Yeah, that may be the case. It is what it is. But like I said, running is the main thing right now. I do also have a little bit of blubber. That's because I like cookies. I like to enjoy myself. For me personally, I prioritize performance over looking well. So if I want to eat a cookie, I'll eat a cookie. Now I do have summer vacation coming up, so maybe I'll start cutting a little bit. But for right now, as long as I'm hitting my paces on my runs, I'm doing great. So let's hit that 30-minute timer.
Don't complain. Don't talk negative. That's average people talk normal. Average people talk problems.
So right now you see me do deadlifts and bent over rows. You know that I'm going to be doing shrugs and then some pull-ups. So why these exercises? These because these are compound lifts. These are lifts that are going to be using a lot of muscles. If I only have 30 minutes to work out, I want to use as many muscles as possible to go ahead and lift the weights, train. So it's kind of like the old school CrossFit. Now if I was doing like bodybuilding type exercises, if I was sitting there on a machine, just doing this the whole time, I really would only be working my rear delts. And if I only have 30 minutes to work out, that just isn't feasible to hit every single muscle and be the most optimized athlete there is. So hybrid athlete training is very similar to CrossFit, but it's not CrossFit, if that makes sense. Because CrossFit, they're doing a bunch of other weird, crazy stuff. However, as a hybrid athlete, you were trained just like a CrossFitter. You were able to perform just as well. You have the strength, the power, the speed, the endurance. You have all of that. And honestly, there's nothing better. Like I said in the beginning, if you want to be the most optimized and dominant human being, you need to be a hybrid athlete. But you don't need to spend 3 hours in the gym. So you can see that we have 9 minutes left. I think it might be backwards on my screen, I don't know. But anyway, I need to finish this workout. I need to optimize everything I have left. So what I have left is the shrugs and the pull-ups. And I may do another set of bent over rows just because they're my favorite exercise and I feel like they really work my back. Anyway, let's finish up the workout.
God know the truth. You can't cheat the grind and know how many hours, how many minutes, how much time you put into it. Same applies to yourself. You can't cheat yourself, man. Stop expecting results that you know you didn't work for.
Alright, 30 minutes are up, so it doesn't matter what I did, what I didn't do. I have a strict time schedule because I like to be done by 7 because that's when the baby typically wakes up. That's when my day gets started for my family. So I need to be done by 7. So, like I said, it doesn't matter what I did. I need to go ahead and start running. So being a hybrid athlete, you have to be the most optimized that you could possibly be. So cutting time right now or killing time. So I need to hurry up, get my shoes on, and get run because I am running a little behind just because I'm recording and everything. Okay, we're getting ready for the run today. I am probably going to do a 4-mile run at like an 8:30, maybe closer to 8 would be the goal, minute per mile pace. Just have to cut things a little short because like I said, I am running a little behind. One thing about running compared to being in the gym is that every minute counts, especially during these speed workouts and stuff. It comes down to how fast you can run. So if I would have had to take a crap or something beforehand, I would have had to cut my run short because like I said, I want to be done by 7 o'clock. Do not want my training to interfere with family life. That's the whole goal anyway. Well, anyway, I'm killing time right now again, so I better get running. I met up with some buddies on the run, so they're like crazy athletes. They both run like 50 miles a week, do a lot of marathons, do Ironmans, crazy. So I was just running with them. It was an easy run for them, but of course for me, a little bit harder. And we're still saying sub 9, but now it's time to go up the hill, baby. This here is only part 1 of the hill. Whew. There is no worse feeling than salt getting in your eyes and burning like crazy. So therefore I do apologize. But we finished 4.5 miles at an 8-minute and 8-second minute per mile pace. Crazy fast. We went up the hill, which was killer, but I pushed through, one to quit. And honestly, that's what it's all about. So I finished the run actually in 36 minutes. Now I did do 4.5 miles. I could do the other half mile within those 4 minutes or so, but I completed my goal. I did my whole workout in just over an hour. I did a back day and then I did a nice training run. So it all depends on what your goals are and stuff like that. I'll dive into that a little bit more here once I actually get in the house, get washed up, and I'm not rambling away. But when I see you guys then. So I love Eric Thomas. He's a motivational speaker. For those of you that don't know him, and whenever I need like an extra push, I always go to YouTube, put on one of his motivational things, which is the first one when you type in "Hungry" by Eric Thomas, the big lion. But anyway, one of the quotes in there that he says is that an alligator gets full after it eats. He says you got to continue to be hungry. You can't get full. I believe that's what happened to me. I decided to do my marathon. I did something else that nobody in my family, nobody that I really knew did. I went to college. I did all that good stuff, but I got complacent. I got full. I was just like that alligator. You know the best time to kill an alligator? Right after it eats, because it gets full. And that's what happened to me. And honestly, that's one reason that I got this tattoo of the lion, is I wanted to remember to stay hungry. I wanted to remember to always continue to go forward, always pursue a new goal, a new dream. And honestly, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting back on track, and I'm just so thankful. Thank God every day, my family, and let's get after it. In my opinion, a hybrid athlete is someone that trains for aesthetics, power, endurance, everything. They're just a well-built machine and they're ready to dominate everything. As I said in the beginning, I believe that the hybrid athlete is the most optimized human being on the planet when it comes to fitness. Every hybrid athlete tends to look different though. Some may run farther, some may be stronger, some even may be into swimming or any other kind of endurance event. We all look a little bit different, and it honestly all depends on what your training goals are. Not every hybrid athlete is going to be optimized in everything. The internet has you thinking that you need to do it all. It has you thinking that you need to lift for an hour and a half, you need to run for an hour and a half, you need to go for an hour and a half bike ride on the same day, and then do a bunch of other crap as well. You don't need to do that. You need to prioritize your hybrid athlete training around your goals and your time schedule. This is why you just saw my workout, and it was only about an hour and 15 long. So I don't always run and lift on the same day. Some days I'll spend longer lifting, and other days I'll spend longer running. But on these days that I want to kind of collab and do both of them, I will make my lifting time a little bit shorter. That way I can run a little bit longer. Because like I said, my running is my priority right now. So I am training for a marathon. My goal is a sub 3 hour, 30-minute marathon. Therefore, I am sacrificing my my time in the gym lifting. That way I can actually get out there and start running a little bit more. Because if you want to run a sub 3 hour and 30-minute marathon, you need to put in the miles because it's not very easy. I am also a dad. I work full time. I run the business. I have a bunch of other stuff going on in my community and in my personal life. I don't have time to spend 3-4 hours in the gym or training every single day like some of these guys you see on YouTube. I have to prioritize my stuff, my goals, my time. I have to do all that based on... I have to prioritize my time. That way I can actually achieve my goals. If you are training to the best of your ability and you are seeing the results that you want in a timely manner, then you're doing everything just how you should. However, if you aren't, then you probably need to pivot a little bit. For example, if I was training for a sub 3 hour and 30-minute marathon, but I wasn't getting faster and I wasn't putting in as many miles as I wanted to, I would sacrifice the gym because maybe I am spending a little bit too much time in the gym. Maybe I need to actually get out there and run a little bit more. And this was me in the beginning, but like I said, I wasn't seeing the goals that I wanted or the results that I wanted. So therefore, I made a pivot and I decided that, okay, Austin, you need to actually get out there and run a little bit more if you want to see results and achieve this big goal. Will my goal always be running? Will I go for a sub 3 hour marathon after I do the sub 3 hour 30-minute marathon? Maybe. I really don't know. That's the thing about being a hybrid athlete is my goals are always changing and I'm always chasing something different. So if I'm a bodybuilder, I want to strictly stay to bodybuilding. However, as a hybrid athlete, I can change from bodybuilding to running a marathon to maybe even doing an Ironman someday. It all depends on what I want to do, but I want to be optimized in every single field that I can be. Now, will I be the best in every single field? Most likely not, because like I said, I'm not spending 4 hours training every single day. However, the bodybuilder that you see on stage, they're not going to be able to go out and run 13 miles. It's just not going to happen. If you guys enjoyed this video, you want to see more hybrid athlete content, you want to see more content about the business, or a bunch of content about how I grew on social media, how you can grow on social media, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and make sure you check out my videos. I really appreciate it, and if you guys have any questions at all, please leave in the comments. See you in the next one. Be the 1%.